These women are helping us right now.
Yeah.
Helping us do what? We're going to talk to you in a minute. Hang in there and see what these short people are helping us with. I'm JC. This is Nat. Together we've helped hundreds of foreigners get more life for less money by having a retirement in Thailand. Now we've set out on a new adventure with the help of Danoi, Kakao, and Gopher. Together, join us on our journey while we turn this into save
Many months later.
this and make a full forest and help make Thailand green again. Hey, JC and Nat here. Well, we've stopped for some trees. We're gonna fill up what? We're gonna fill up our garden, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna try and fill up our garden with some trees that are gonna make some shade, and then put some, with some flowers and everything underneath, and eventually get a little meandering little stream, a water feature going through there as well. But it's been over a year and a half, and we don't have much in the garden, right? Everything else is growing really good, but we sort of ignored the garden, so it's time to get working on the garden. And speaking of garden supplies, nowadays in Thailand, we're not lacking in much. There's a lot of resources. When I first came here, there was nothing, but now we have Thai Watsa Do, Global House, and a new one, Do Home, which just opened up in Buriram recently. And so while Nat and I are taking these home, you can watch this and see what we got from Do Home. All right, so we got our coffee, headed off to Buriram, and we did something else this week. So I want to show you something that I got done this week. Check this out. So one of the great things about this whole farm project is me being able to try or learn new things. So Nat and I were coming back from, I think it was Cha'am last time,
Yeah.
and I saw this light come up on the dash, and I said, Nat, find out what that light is, you know? I don't want a problem. And so she looked up in the book, which is about that thick, right? And she says, it has to do with the fuel filter. Now this is a diesel Isuzu, and I said, let me go see if I can replace that, because they wanted like, how much, 700 baht or something to replace the filter in Cha'am. I said, well, let me see if I can order one, and I'll do it myself, right? So I ordered it, and I got it, and it was only like a couple hundred baht, Bosch. And I went on YouTube and watched the video and said, yeah, I think I can do that. You know, I've never done it before, but hey, I'll give it a shot, right? But we got our motorcycle, the PCX, inspected the other day for the yearly inspection.
Yeah.
And they said your back light is out. So we went down from the inspection station just about 100 meters or so to a shop, a little shop that Nat's friend that she went to school with owns. And while they were replacing the light, what did I ask him?
About how he put the filter.
Can you replace my filter? Because he doesn't really work on motorbikes much. He works on trucks and cars. I said, can you put the filter? I already have the filter. And he said,
Yeah, sure.
yeah. And I said, ask him how much it would be to put the filter on in there. And what did he tell you?
100 baht.
100 baht. That's like $2.75 now or something. This is why we live in Thailand. Things have gotten so expensive in the West. I don't even have to learn how to do this because I can get it done for less than $5. So we're on our way to go get the filter replaced before the truck stops running from having a clogged filter. Anyway, thought I'd pass that on to you. Don't have to learn everything because in Thailand, labor is cheap. All right, so the reason I show you that isn't like, about the fuel filter necessarily, even though the cars don't have the light anymore, which is good, right? But to show you, I mean, one of the things that's cheapest in Thailand is service-related costs, because the cost of labor here is so cheap that, yeah, I could probably learn how to do something like change the fuel filter of the car, and it'd be a good skill set to have, right? But don't need to do it because things are cheap here. So what I need to do is take advantage of that more, because I do a lot of the stuff because I like to do it, but really I should be focusing my time on things that would increase our assets, our net worth or something, and do that kind of stuff, and just have people do the other labor intensive chores because I can have it done cheaply. As long as I can make more money than I'm paying them, I come out ahead, right? So that's what we're gonna be focusing on going forward. But we're in Buriram, and we're gonna head to a place called Do Home. And Do Home is a new home improvement place that they just built, and it opened I think a week or so ago. And we visited the other day, and we saw something we want to get. And I want to turn you on to this place, because if anybody's telling you you're going to move to Thailand, oh, you're going to be missing this and missing that, we aren't lacking in almost anything here in Thailand anymore. And to give you an example of like what's available, when I first moved to Thailand, there wasn't anything available. Heck, we barely had internet. Now everything's available, foreign foods. And when it comes to home improvement, these home improvement stores, they start out fairly small, like in a shopping mall, and now they've grown to be these massive things. So I want to show you this place, Do Home. Just how massive this is. When they first were building it, we didn't know what it was. I said, oh, they're going to build a shopping mall. That's how big this place is. See it ahead, this orange sign, Do Home? Look how big this thing is. It's massive. And I'll show you what's on the inside. They don't like you shooting videos in places, so I can't shoot too much, but I'll show you some of what. But they have every department in here. You can buy everything from furniture to electronics to construction supplies. Everything is in here. And so we saw something the other day that I thought would be interesting, and so we're gonna go check it out, probably get it, and I'll turn you on to some other things that we're gonna possibly buy in the future here. We'll continue this video as we go inside, okay? As you can see, this place is massive. If I turn this way, you can see it goes all the way down there. Goes all the way down there. And goes way, 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 way in the back. And like I say, they have everything here. And very cool. This is a great resource. Not just for construction or home improvement, but for just about everything. Hopefully they'll run some good sales. So what caught our eye the other day when we were in here was Not the trim, the wood trim, but you know, we've had a problem keeping our greenhouse erect, and I'm thinking about building it out again. But look at this thing, check this out. It's a prefab greenhouse with little windows and everything. So we were looking at this, and I said, wow, this would be great. I just need to pour a slab or something, put this baby on 7,800 baht. That's like $220, made of metal. Check this out. Got the metal already pre-bent. So it's a prefab greenhouse. Check it out. And it's tall enough I can actually walk in it. So we're thinking about putting this in between our rows of eucalyptus and stuff so it's partially shaded. So we're really interested in this. But Nat came up, we saw something else. She actually wants this for her cactus too. But check this little guy out. This was really cool. Nat said, instead of building your chicken tractor that you're going to build, why don't you just get this and use this and make a chicken coop out of it? And I thought, well, that's a good idea. It's got vents on the top. It's got shelves. I can put the nesting boxes for them to hang in. And then just open the door in the daytime, then I'll free range. But check this out. So this is what I think we're going to get. And if it doesn't work for a chicken coop, I can always use it as a greenhouse. And this is 3,824 baht. What do you think? Make a good chicken coop and that stuff? Think the chickens would be happy moving in here? And Nat said, yeah, you can put the chickens in here and put the boxes and then save the shelves on the top for my cactus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't for cactus.
Yeah, it's already got a cactus in there. It's pre-cacti. So that's what we came for, this guy. So we're probably going to pick that up. We have some other things that we're really interested in here as well. But hopefully that one will be in the near future. We'll get the big guy over there. And they also have some metal that we can use for a rolling gate instead of me trying to construct it from scratch with my welding skills. So we're thinking about that too. But Do Home is a great asset for us. And this is about an hour from where we live. And so just wanted to turn you on to this. And so we're going to probably get this little guy, but we're going to do home, right? Coming back shortly. All right, Nat. Well, we made it home. And nice sunset over here, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice sunset going on. So we got our trees, and we'll show them where we're going to put these, right? But the other thing to show them is they just saw our little trip to Do Home.
Yes.
And what did we buy at Do Home?
Chicken coop.
Well, it's actually a greenhouse, a small greenhouse, but look what we got. We moved the chickens, right, from across the pond, and we actually stuck them over here close to us so we can keep an eye on them, right?
Yeah.
And is this working out good?
Looking good, not blow around yet.
Yeah, well, it did actually blow around. We had a storm, and the storm actually pushed it off of the cement blocks that it's on, but we've now secured it better. But the other thing is we're trying to put this black net around the bottom because we just put the lightweight net, and what happened?
The chicken try to come out under.
Chickens coming out and dogs going in. So that's a problem. But we've got that, and we're going to plant some. We'll show them where we're going to plant the trees in the garden. But everything's growing good, as you can see. Got a lot of trees now, right? Pretty good. What else did we do this week?
Make a sidewalk, yeah.
That's right. We survived rainy season, just barely. Some things didn't survive. I think some things got waterlogged, and we might have to replant a few things. Some things like the water a lot, but my feet didn't like the water very much.
Yeah.
Trying to get around was a big problem. Even now, we haven't had rain for what, a week? Something like that? About 5 days, 6 days. and my feet are still going into the mud in some places. So what we did is, you can stay there, Nat. We went from the house and we're making the walkway that's going to go to the garden and to the pond where I can feed the fish. And we're trying to do something different with this shade house that keeps falling down over here. But as you can see, we've got our walkway going down here. Nat and I are putting that with a form. We've got a form that we're pouring the cement. Why don't you show them where we're going to put our trees in the garden here? Yeah, we're going to, this walkway is going to continue out here. Go through another arch right here, like we have another arch over, I don't think you can see from here, but in front of the house. We have an arch that we walk through to get on that, and we're going to come in here, and what I want to do, the house is going to be on this little platform here, this berm that we set up here. There'll be a house there someday, right now? And this is going to be a garden, and we're going to have a water feature in here, hopefully a little waterfall with a little stream that comes through here. And so we want to plant lots of big trees, then plant smaller trees and ground covers and things like that underneath, ferns and all that, and get this real lush and tropical in here. And yeah, and this is the sunset is happening there, looking really nice. And we're still working on getting some fish out of the pond. But yeah, this is where all those trees that we bought today are going to come in here. We've got a couple trees. We've got one down here. I don't know what this grew naturally, right, Nat?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was just something that sprouted up and we've let it grow. And we've got two over here, and we're going to plant some more. And hopefully we'll be able to do some faux rocks, because I've looked for rocks to help build the waterfall, and I haven't been successful in finding any rocks. So we're going to make them out of concrete and try and make them look real and make a waterfall that way and a little stream coming through here. But that's the idea. I think it's going to take a lot of work, right, Nat?
Yeah, sure.
And when we sell our canopy, which we have a for sale sign on, I call it a topper, way over there, I think you can see what used to be on the truck. We have some for sale signs on that. And when that sells, it's sitting on 4 cement poles. We're going to actually take those poles and put them over here. So we're going to go from the garden and have a couple stairs and go out onto a deck. And the deck is going to extend over the pond a little bit so we can fish, feed the fish, and hang out here. Sound like a plan, Nat? And all the birds this time of night, I don't know if you can see these, all the egrets or herons, not sure what they are, but they fly over and roost in these trees back over here. So this time of night, they all come flying in, and then at about 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock, when the sun starts coming up, they all take off almost simultaneously and go off to the rice fields and stuff to go forage for food. But it's really neat having all these birds. It's like a bird sanctuary back here. Anyway, that's the plan. Our greenhouse, we haven't been able to grow anything in our shade house over there, and the wind and the rain gave it a beating again. But the poles stayed up, right? That was good. So we're going to try and build some extra structures for some more equipment to hang out, because we're running low on space, and configure that so we can do some, get the hydroponics going now that's cooler. That's it for now, but we've got some really exciting news coming soon that we'll be talking about in our next video for YouTube. Exciting news, so we'll be breaking that to you in the next video. But until then, we're hanging in the bubble.
Yes.
Winter is arriving, and so we're happy. And so, yeah, things are growing. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully now that it dries out a little bit, everything will take off. So, anyway, see you. JC and Nat out. stay well, and stay strong. And remember,
Always option.
always an option. See ya.
Bye.
Hey, JC here. If you like that video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel here. Also, we have another video up here you're going to be really interested in watching as well. And if you're looking for all the details of how to retire in Thailand in one place, plus a group of people to support you, check this out over here. Give it a click.